Viewers, while the entire country is standing together and demanding action against Pakistan in one voice, there are some who continue to try to muddy the waters. There are some who are still not ready to accept that this was a targeted killing of non-Muslims, but it doesn't end there. Today, as the government convened an all-party meeting to brief the opposition on what really is the prevailing situation, unfortunately, some continue to prioritize politics. The Congress president called it an intelligence failure. The Aam Aadmi Party went further to question the Prime Minister's absence. So tonight on the Newshour Agenda, we ask, is politics undermining India's resolve?
इतनी गंभीर और संवेदनशील बैठक थी, इतनी गंभीर और संवेदनशील सुरक्षा के मुद्दे पर बैठक थी, तो हमारी अपेक्षा थी कि प्रधानमंत्री जी संभवतः इस मीटिंग में जरूर रहेंगे, लेकिन उनको बिहार का कार्यक्रम ज्यादा महत्वपूर्ण लगा और इस बैठक में आना महत्वपूर्ण नहीं लगा।
प्राइम मिनिस्टर इसलिए जरूरी है रहना कि उनका निर्णय महत्व का होता है। 3 टायर सिक्योरिटी रहते हुए भी एक ऐसा लैप्स हुआ।
Now there's a leader of the RJD who's gone on to make a bizarre remark after the death of 28 innocent civilians. The RJD spokesperson Shakti Yadav has gone on to call the Pahalgam attack a scripted political ploy and a sketch of the ruling party. Would you believe it? Listen it.
लोगों ने कल्पना नहीं की थी कि प्रधानमंत्री जी इतने लोगों की मौत के बाद वो राजनीति रोटी सेकने आएंगे। हमें जैसे लग रहा है कि कोई बेल स्क्रिप्ट जैसा प्रतीत होता है प्रथम दृष्टया में। ये बड़ा ही खतरनाक डिजाइन है। अभी चिता की आग भी पूर्ण रूप में नहीं लगी है और प्रधानमंत्री जी अपने मुख से राजनीतिक बयानबाजी करना शुरू कर दी है।
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
And joining us on the show this evening is Shazia Elmi, national spokesperson of BJP. Dr. Anandanathan, author, is with us. We also have Advocate Sheikh Ahmed, leader of the Congress party. Anish Gawande is national spokesperson of the NCP Sharad Pawar faction. We have Tausif Shah, leader of the PDP. Let me start with you, Dr. Anandanathan. Shocking comment coming there from Shakti Yadav. He's actually looking at what's happened in Pulwama as some kind of scripted ploy. It doesn't get any more, what should I even call it, disgusting, unfair, the words just escape me when you look at this kind of a comment being made. 28 people have lost their lives, and we're talking about how this could be a government strategy.
No, it's beyond sickening, Madhav. Good evening, and good evening to my fellow panelists. But we've seen it in 2019 as well. If you remember Pulwama, and that attack was considered to be orchestrated by Modi in cahoots with Imran Khan. In fact, Congress leaders have suggested that. And then when Balakot happened, nobody believed it in the opposition, and they were demanding proof. So this is expected. But I want to talk about the other matter, which actually feeds and gets fed from such kind of remarks. Because let's face it, only in India will you find the same people participating in candlelight marches for terrorists as well as for the victims of terrorists. Only in Kashmir will you find mourners attending the funerals of terrorists as well as the victims of terrorists. If that doesn't tell you something, nothing else will. Just the other day, these same people wearing black armbands today, shuttering their shops in protest, shedding tears, were assembling in their thousands for the funeral of Burhan Wani and Nasrallah and Yahya. So what has changed? They are trying to hide their hate, but they don't realize that Indians have finally understood where does all this hate come from. It can't all come from across the border. It comes from an ideology that transcends borders. Plans hatched by Pakistan are aided and abetted by their cohorts in India. It's a snakes and ladders game, as simple as that. The snakes are provided by them, the ladders by us. We are looking at the hyena outside our home, mother, but ignoring the elephant in the room. Otherwise, tell me a simple question. 4 Indian states share borders with Pakistan. But does such a massacre happen in Gujarat, in Rajasthan, or Punjab? It happens in Kashmir because we Indians in India allow it to happen. We facilitate it and then we felicitate it. We can hit Pakistan as many times as you want. But the fact is it won't change anything. Didn't we carry out Balakot? Then why did Pahalgam happen? World's worst terror attack was not carried out with the help of an army help. but with the help of 11 men carrying box cutters. The real problem is internal, not external, Madhav. Only cultural and demographic restoration of Kashmir can help. Perhaps we should think of restructuring Kashmir's population along the lines of Singapore's ethnic integration policy. Because right now, a Kashmir brutalized by Islamists and not by the fascist Hindutva state doesn't fit the narrative. Finally, just 10 seconds. You know, one gets tired of exposing them with facts and details, so I have devised a very simple 20-second plan. Just ask every Kashmiri leader turning up in solidarity with the Pahalgam victims these two simple questions that require a simple yes and no answer. Number one, was Burhan Wani a terrorist? And number two, did the 1990 Kashmiri Hindu genocide happen?
Okay, but
if the answer to both these questions is no, you know those are crocodile tears.
Tausif Shah, would you like to respond to the question that Dr. Anand Raghunathan is putting out over here? Why did you condemn Burhan Wani as a terrorist, number one? And, you know, it's also a fact that we asked Mehbooba Mufti to name Pakistan. She even refused to name Pakistan. Why is there the stoic refusal to even acknowledge the role of Pakistan? It's very well to question the government. Every political party has the right to do so. But why not acknowledge Pakistan's role in perpetrating terror in India?
Yeah, Mr. Madhavan, very, very good evening to you and all the fellow panelists. I just have to respond to Mr. Ranganathan. Mr. Ranganathan, with very respectfully, I am speaking to you, but this is very shameful. This is very shameful that you are speaking like this. You are creating a narrative against the people of Kashmir sitting on the national TV. You have not seen that the strike that was observed over here, this is for the first time in the last 35 years that a strike against the militancy, against the insurgency has been observed in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. And then you don't please listen to me. Please listen to me. Now you have leveled the charges.
Okay, make your point. Okay, let me make his point.
National TV, you're maligning our image. So now let me speak. Now you have to take these points that if you see that normally the Jammu Kashmir Bank has approximately 1,20,000 transactions a day in full Jammu and Kashmir, and on Monday there are only 400 transactions. So why do you spit venom on the national TV, sir? Why don't you understand? Why don't you see that there are people who are trying to...
No, but Tausif Shah, I want to come in over here. He has not made a single comment against the people of Jammu and Kashmir. He is talking about the politicians of Jammu and Kashmir, and it's very important to ensure that difference, sir, because it's the politicians who refuse to take positions critical of terror. Nobody is saying that the people of Jammu and Kashmir or anything is wrong with them. There is no such comment that he has made. But yes, there are a section of the leaders within Jammu and Kashmir, including your own party's chief, who refuse to acknowledge the role of terror and terror coming in from Pakistan, Tausif Shah.
Ask him.
No, we rely on, for these intelligence, we rely on intelligence services of our nation.
Sir, you don't need intelligence services, you just need a little intelligence to know that this comes from Pakistan.
Just please let me speak. Just please let me speak. Let me answer. Now, let me ask Mr. Ranganathan, this Jammu and Kashmir being a volatile place and this being the base of Amarnath Yatra, the Pahalgam is the main base of Amarnath Yatra. How is it possible that a place where 2,000 tourists are there and the place is without any security force? Why don't you speak on the security lapse? Why are you not questioning the government of India? Why are you not questioning Home Minister? Why are you questioning the Kashmiri people? Where was the security?
Okay, Doctor, nobody questioned Kashmiri people. Again, I'm clarifying this. That's wrong, sir. That's wrong. He has only questioned political leaders who refuse to do so. But quick response to Dr. Ranganathan. Quick response, please.
He has refused to answer the question. Was Burhan Wani a terrorist or not?
Don't ask me these questions, sir. Now tell me, was Kote a terrorist or not?
It's so simple.
Don't ask
it's
me
so
these
simple
questions.
to expose them.
You speak on
It
this.
is so simple to expose them, Madhav. Are you listening
right
to this, Madhav?
This is the carnage.
Madhav, are you listening to this?
Carnage. Our hearts are bleeding, and you are going to Burhan Wani.
Stop!
Speak right
Stop
now
this pretense.
Okay, Tausif Shah, let me move on. Let me move on to other panelists as well. Let me get in some of our other panelists as well, because the point over here is very simple. The point is that why are statements being given which are giving a clean sheet to Pakistan? And let me bring in Sheikh Amir. Sheikh Amir, you know, there are comments that have been made in the past. You know, Mr. Vadra has come out and said, you know, that this is because of the kind of political atmosphere being built up in the country. Today, you have a situation where you have leaders such as Shakti Yadav of RJD, you have another AIUDF MLA who are actually saying this is some kind of conspiracy of the central government. I certainly hope that you will distance yourself and condemn these kind of statements that are coming in, because this is absolutely insensitive and bizarre.
See, Madhav, what is happening and what has happened? We have lost 26 lives in Pahalgam in a brutal attack by terrorists.
28 now, yes.
28.
Including a Kashmiri citizen, by the way.
Just now, it's not about whether somebody is a Kashmiri citizen. Everybody is Indian. We lost 28 Indians, Madhav. And somebody, I think the PDP Mr. Tawseef was saying that this is a base camp for these yatris. God forbid. Can you tell me if such an attack happened, would have happened at that time? What would have happened? What is government of India doing? What is their policy? They were always busy in counting tourists. What they were supposed to do, they had to count terrorists. They were trying to paint a rosy picture. Okay. Everything is fine in Kashmir.
Sir, is one thing. You can question the government. I have no problem, sir. You can question the government. You can question security forces. The only point being made here is why give a clean sheet to Pakistan. But since you posed the questions, I'm going to allow Shazia to come in on this. Shazia Almi, questions coming from the PDP and from Mr. Sheikh Amir. They are saying, what is the government doing? Because the government is responsible for the security apparatus there. Your response, Shazia.
Well, both of them are aware of the fact as to what government has done. They both live in Kashmir and they've seen what has happened in Kashmir in the last 6 years, so to speak. So, and I think they know better than anyone else. The figures are all out for everybody to see, and it's a long list. So let's not even go there. Instead of showing utter gratitude for the freedom that you first experienced for the very first time in the valley and around, and to say thank you to Modi government for whether it's education or azadi from calendar bazi, hartal bazi, deaths on a daily basis, civilian killings, all of that. Instead of saying that first this is asli azadi that we have, you say all kinds of things. But I want to take on the Congress spokesperson here. You know, I didn't find what Robert Vadra said very surprising, because that is pretty much the stated line and policy of the Congress party, injecting this venom. So I want to go further, and I'm not even talking about 2016 Uri or 2019 Pulwama, which led to Balakot. I'm going even further, what has been happening because of your party, the person from the Congress party, one family and that whole party, and what it's done to us. And this whole discourse, completely fake and dangerous, venomous about what is going on in India. Nothing could be further from truth. This constant, banding around of victim persecution, what is happening to Muslims, picking up Junaid and Pehlu and Akhlaq, not talking about Chandan
I want to just begin.
Countless others.
Yeah.
No, let me finish. There's a lot I want to say. No, you want to allow. Madhav, no, let me allow, because this is
quickly conclude, please. There's a panelist who's not yet spoken. Yeah.
Was a terrorist. Everybody here. Yeah, no, because you gave everybody a chance, and since I'm speaking for my party and for the government, I must speak. And so I think
please conclude in 30 seconds. It's a request.
Keeping it going, trashing India, every institution in India, which is what Rahul Gandhi has done. It's all very nice to come around and say, oh, we are with the government now. But what have the continuous process, this chip by, hammering at the heart of India, chip by chip, hammering it away, working on this.
Okay.
This has led to this.
Let me paraphrase what you've just said in my question now to Anish Gawande. Anish Gawande, you've heard what Shazia Almi has said. I'm sure you would have looked at the statement that has come in from the Pakistan Prime Minister's office, and it has particularly referred to the passage of the Waqf bill as a root cause for the violence in the Kashmir Valley, and they've called this an organic backlash. The point being made over here, sir, is that, end of the day, politics is fine. But, to the extent of speaking the language that allows for Pakistan to make these kind of bizarre claims. They have no business commenting on Indian domestic politics. But unfortunately, there is a section of our politicians which are allowing them to make these claims. Anish Gawande, that's the danger that we're talking about.
Madhav, this was an attack on Hindus but today we must unite as Indians. This moment of grief has brought the entire opposition together with the government, and we do not want to play politics with this. Anyone who has heard Asavari Jagdale narrate how her father was killed in front of her own eyes on the basis of religion will feel the pain of every single family that is going through hell today. But unfortunately, on this channel today, the debate that we've had shows that the terrorists have succeeded. What did they try to do, Madhav? They tried to put Indian against Indian. They tried to put Indians against Kashmiris.
Mr.
They tried to put
Gawande,
Hindus
very
against
respectfully,
Muslims.
it is your own party's leader, Mr. Anil Deshmukh, who's doubting whether this was an attack on basis of religion, Anish. It is your own party's leader who had made that comment today.
Madhav, I spoke to Mr. Deshmukh this evening. And the reason that that statement was made, and that needs to be seen in the full context, is because look around you what is happening. Kashmiri students are being targeted in universities. Kashmiri tenants are being asked to vacate.
So where have they been targeted? Please give me the instances.
Into this sort of hatred.
Where are these instances?
Wanted. In
Anish?
Prayagraj, there have been Kashmiri tenants who have been asked to leave. In Punjab, at universities, Kashmiri students have been threatened. I can send you a whole list, Madhav. But my point is very simple. The reality is that this is precisely what others
There are
want.
two very different things. There are two very different things, sir. There are two very different things to say that this is not on the basis of religion is one thing. But I want Shazia to quickly respond to that. Shazia, Anil Deshmukh was talking about the context of those who are being targeted following the attack. Would you like to respond to Anish?
I wish Ashish, the gentleman representing
Anish,
NCP and Samajwadi Party, were to expound a little bit more of what the parties he represents have been doing to instigate this feeling, to create a fake narrative, to go on and on about the distruth and mistruth about Islam being in danger and Muslims being in danger, and now concentrating more on Kashmiri students being hounded rather than so many Hindu, my brothers, country की बात कर रहे थे, Hindu brethren.
All right, Shazia, I have to come to a hard stop on the show today. I'll have to come in here. I'd like to thank you, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, Advocate Sheikh Amir, Anish Gawande and Tausif Shah for coming in on this debate. But series of unfortunate comments that have happened. India stands as one. That's the message that we have to give to Pakistan. There's no two ways about it. There should not be politics on this very sensitive issue. That's all we have to say. Thanks so much for joining us this evening.